Hi, it's Andrew from Aussie Sapphire. We just wanted to run through some trim saws today, so you can just see them side by side and get an idea on their physical size, their depth of cut, and just what might suit you as a beginner or professional to do your trim work. It's very important to try and save as much material as you can in your valuable roughs, so using the trim saw is a great idea. We start back at our basic, cheapest option is a 4-inch Lapidary diamond trim saw. They've been a fantastic machine. They're made in Taiwan. For us, we've modified the machine so that the table has a very small area each side. Often a tile saw will have a large gap, and it's quite dangerous when you're trying to cut stone. We've modified this machine so that the table is much closer. That's a very thin blade. It's only around about a 20th thou blade that comes with it. So yeah, it's quite a small depth of cut. But these are a reliable saw, quite cheap. $100 or so gets you up and running. To give you an idea, this is a piece of synthetic, quite a large piece of synthetic, the normal size of a piece. That will trim that easily, as you can see. So you can still do a good job trimming. You just cut through like that, just using your fingers both sides, and that will handle that depth of cut quite easily. Anything more than that, don't think about a 4-inch saw. You just need to have enough depth of cut. Sorry, it's got a guide. You can just adjust across if you are doing tiles or something like that, and cover comes off. It's quite easy to clean out. Easily just tip it up, clean it out like that. The water reservoir is in there. It's got a drain hole in the bottom so that you can't overfill the water level. So it's a good feature. If you want to cut bevels on flat pieces, you can just adjust the bevel feature up like that, or just close the top. So yeah, quite a simple little machine. On-off button on the side, fully sealed, and as I said, foolproof, but only suitable for very small stone. We step up to the 6 or 7-inch Lapidary diamond saw here. Still a very cheap option. Again, you can see we've got some add-on options that work very easily. A mitre, angle mitre, and just a straight guide if you're doing straight work. These saws, we sell a lot of these in the glass industry, and they perform very well. Again, depth of cut is much bigger. We've got about 35 millimetres depth of cut. Again, simple design with the same feature of the overflow drain in the bottom. Simple to change the blade. Go from there. Again, a bevel feature that is simple and efficient if you want to cut flat product. So we've got angles there, and there. On-off switch. Again, just a foolproof, cheap saw. Again, you can see a good depth of cut. We use the same bit of synthetic we saw before. You can see that we've got quite a large cutting depth compared to the little 4-inch saw. So yeah, that can cut quite a sizable piece of stuff, and a good cheap entry level saw. And again, we've had no issues at all with warranty with those machines. We come up to the 6-inch saw. This is a Warden 6-inch trim saw. It's got a powerful half horsepower Australian motor, belt drive, stainless steel top, and a fully powder coated body and base. This will last for decades or probably hand it on to your kids, and they'll hand it on to their kids. A good saw. Cutting depth is not massively bigger, so you still got to always consider your cutting depth. You're looking at about 30 millimetres of cutting depth there. This saw has the advantage that you've got a powerful motor, you've got stainless steel powder coated, and a good cutting depth. You use that same piece of product, probably a similar cutting depth to your 7-inch saw in that cheaper version, but you know, it's a machine that's going to last you a lifetime or more, and quite affordable. We go on then to a 6-inch high-tech, very US-made machine that we're agents for, and they've been very popular. They've been great into laboratories and schools and quite a few clubs. They've got the added advantage of a vise, just a hand feed vise that can swing out of the way completely, which gives you the option of doing your trim work through like that. The vise can unscrew if you don't want to run the vise, or you can buy the machine without the vise. So we go to that same depth of cut. You can see we've got considerably more depth of cut with this machine. Looking at over 40 mils, probably 44 mils of cut depth, so considerably more depth of cut. One other advantage of the high-tech is that you can easily remove the top for cleaning or change of blades, whereas the Lawton machine you do have to unscrew four small bolts there, which is quite quick, but it is just a feature. We come back to this machine, fully variable speed, so that is a great advantage for lots of products too. So you can tune in the sweet spot for what you're cutting. If you're cutting something hard, the speed will be different to cutting something soft, so that's a good advantage. It's a plastic moulded machine, but fully durable, but there's a 10-year warranty on the frame of the machine, so there's no problems there whatsoever, and we've had a great run out of these machines. A bit more expensive, but good machine. So that's a 6-inch machine that's got some more cutting depth and some more features. If we want to go up from there, we go to an 8-inch machine, so we'll come over to the table over here. Okay, so we go to the 8-inch machine. We've got the FS8 version. Lawton also now make an 8-inch version similar to the TS10, which is a stainless steel version. We'll look at that shortly. The FS8's got some advantages. I should also mention that the FS8 now is available in full stainless steel. This is a stainless steel top, powder coated sides and base, but we have stainless steel versions on the water now coming to us. So the advantage of this machine is that, as you can see, you can lift the work surface up. When you purchase the machine, this is how it will come. So all the accessories are inside. We'll just close that down and just have a quick look here. So we can't actually assemble these machines for shipping very easily because the motor makes the box too high. So we normally ship these ones out unless a customer really needs us to assemble them. We ship them out like this. But it's a very simple procedure to mount the machine up. Before we get to that stage, I'll just go through the same as we did with the other machines. Depth of cut, you can see, is considerably more. You're looking at 70mm depth of cut, a good wide work surface. We use that same bit of synthetic there. You can see that the cutting depth is quite large. We can run the vise assembly we run on the TS10 on these machines. We can also run the hood. So this is the same hood and the same sliding vise assembly that the TS10 runs. So that gives you the added option of that manual vise and hood, which is a good idea. So when you get the machine, simply, that's your blade cover. We've got our pulley in here that's worn for our 14mm motors. So it's a very simple procedure. Our motors will probably come in a separate box altogether. So the motor just mounts on that universal motor mount. It will also take imperial motors, so if you have an old motor, there's every chance it will fit on. But the pulley that we supply is a 14mm pulley. If you have a different motor, let us know. So simply take the motor out of the box, just grab a screwdriver and a hammer and just knock that key out. So taps out. Just fit the pulley. Don't over tighten the pulley. The bolts are supplied in the package. So just bolt the motor on, fit the belt, and just check that the alignment of the pulley is exactly right. If you need to just adjust the pulley one way or the other, you can. But then just tighten the belt, do about that, and fit the belt guard. It goes on like that, and fit the blade, and you're ready to go. So the same situation with the little 6-inch Lawton machine. We can supply it just like this, a cheap option. So you get what you see. You get full protective belt cover. If you've got a bench, a timber bench, you can just bore the holes for the motor, bore the holes for the actual saw, and just mount it up like that. If you haven't got that and you want to set it up on a base, we can supply you a full powder coated base that you can mount that machine quite simply with all the hardware and accessories that you need to do it. So it's a very, very simple operation to put that machine together, and if you want to save some money, don't buy the base and just buy that, and if you have an old motor you can utilise it. So anyway, I hope that was somewhat helpful for you, and we'll talk to you later.